So, 54 millimeter on the Vario flat ceramic burrs.
Okay.
50 millimeter flat stainless steel burrs on the Rocky.
Okay.
So, this gives you about 50 settings on it, goes up to 50. This one here, I think combined with the this over and through here and this is something like 250 settings.
Okay.
Some crazy amount.
Okay.
Programmable for, this one is programmable, the Vario is for espresso, filter, or press. And all that is, that doesn't adjust your grind. This adjusts your grind. You have to remember where your particular ones are. This is just timing.
Okay.
And then you can override it and do a manual too, where you hit it and it just grinds until you hit it again and shuts it off.
Okay.
And you can watch the, there's a little timer here that tells you how many seconds you're going for. And the hopper up here, this hopper looks like it would hold, I'm going to say about 3/4 of a pound of coffee. Same on the Rocky over here. And I'm just guessing at that. I never fill them up that much. You know, we only put in enough for a couple of days.
Yeah.
You don't want them to get all stale on you. This is a type of a grinder where it goes down into the bin collector, or it comes with this porta holder that you put in here, and you're going to set your portafilter in there and it grinds right down in it. So a little bit different than the Rocky over here. The Rocky, you can set your portafilter on here, grind down into it, or you can take this off and put some container under here
Okay.
and collect your coffee for like drip.
And that's the doserless model. There also is a doser.
There is a doser model that has the big thing on the front with a click, 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 click.
Okay.
We've seen me use that.
Yes.
All right.
Pros and cons of each of these, Gail. Why would I buy the Vario?
Well, the Vario times it out for you. It gives you more settings,
Okay.
so that's kind of a good thing. The Rocky, built like a tank. It's got metal casing where this is a combo of plastic and metal. This is metal all around.
Got it.
They're both metal. This has been around for a long time. It just has the, you know, everybody knows it.
The Rocky.
Yeah.
But as far as, and we'll pause for a moment and go back and do grind quality, but I think that this is not quite all-purpose. It doesn't go coarse enough,
Right,
really.
it does not go as coarse as the Rocky does. The Rocky does have a much better range if you're a French press and an espresso user. You're right, this does not. This is made more for drip at the highest end as far as coarseness goes, and down to espresso.
And then why would I want to get a stepped grinder with it, which is the stepped is the sort of notch functionality on it, right? So why would I want that versus a stepless?
So that you can go back and forth.
Okay.
This is easy to go up to French press. On a stepless grinder, it usually has a little turn thing. Those turn, every time you turn it, it's very small increments that it takes it. So half an hour later, you're still trying to get it up to French press. And the markings, it's not accurate. So when you come back down, you're kind of within a range.
So you'd be dialing it in over and over again, basically, if you were trying to
my.
do those big changes.
Oh my, I can't imagine it.
Okay.
This is much simpler. You can go back and forth if you're a French press, drip, or espresso, then I would recommend a stepless.
Do you want to show me some burrs here?
I sure do.
Okay.
That's why this is so wiggly. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's ready to come off. There's 3 screws in there that you take off, and then this unscrews. So we still got gunkies in here, but we can unscrew this. We didn't dump the junk out. The junk is still in my trunk.
Gail.
No. You know, when you're doing this, watch out too. This is sharp. You can cut yourself. As I did one day.
Very dangerous.
It's like, what's with all the blood? So there's the stainless steel. And let me just dump that right on the countertop here. What the heck? There's the bottom side of it.
Okay.
See? Yep.
And then on this guy, I took it out. I undid it already, so you're actually...
Oh, I'm making it tight again.
Yeah. I was helping you out.
Let's see over here. I will say, these are stiff. That's the ceramic grinder. It always has a different color to it than the steel, although you might look at that and say that's steel. It's not.
Okay.
So there you go. So why don't we do a little grinding? Show the folks what the difference is in these between the high and the low.
Sounds good. We'll be
Ready?
right back.
Okay. we got your big legal size piece of paper going on here. And this is the coarsest on the Rocky.
Okay.
Particle size is inconsistent, very coarse though.
Okay.
You can see it. This is the coarsest on the...
finest.
Okay, we can show the finest.
Oh, you want to do that first?
I was going to compare the two.
Oh, okay.
So this is the
Vario.
coarsest on the Vario. It's not nearly as coarse. Watch.
Yeah.
Not nearly as coarse as we were talking about.
Very consistent, though.
Would not be a French press, but it would be definitely coarser than a drip.
It would be a very silty French press.
Yeah, right. And then the fine, on the fine side, very consistent.
Powdery.
Nice, real powdery. Let's see what this one's like. Oh, this is real powdery as well.
Oh, this
In fact,
is a little...
Let me feel. It feels a little bit more... This is finer, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that feels more talky
Yep, I agree.
than this. I mean, both of them are obviously an espresso grind.
When you go
this
like...
might get you to Turkish, though.
When you go like this, you can feel that it compacts more. This is a little more granular.
Both of them kind of at this fine edge were, I would say, similar in the clumpiness. Little tiny dudes.
Yeah, little dudes. Or dudettes.
Dudettes. All right, so that is the Vario versus the Rocky.
And the Rocky, whether you get the doserless is going to be the same.
The same as far as functionality.
Yeah, everything's the same except for the container on the front.
Cool. All right. Thank you very much, Gail.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
You too.